it gives us an enormous opportunity to reshape the concept of space. We see space not merely as a physical location, but as an environment where holistic experiences come to life. Across the home, mobility, commercial, and even virtual space. In these spaces, devices and services harmonize each other to create entirely new ways of living. And this is where our affectionate intelligence truly shines, clearly standing out from the others.
Thomas, you don't seem to have your coffee tumbler with you today. Would you like to grab some coffee? It's only a 2-minute detour to your favorite cafe.
Good catch. Let's do that.
Rerouting to include your favorite cafe. This works out because there's some black ice being reported on our usual route.
Oh, yeah. We had a rare snowfall last night in Vegas, huh?
Life's Good Cafe has a buy one, get one New Year's promo for houseplants.
Awesome. I'll pick it up at the drive-thru.
Just ordered it. Your coffee will be ready by the time we arrive. By the way, I detect a change in your vitals. Your heart rate increased a bit. Are you sure about the coffee?
Yeah, it's probably because I'm nervous about the meeting this afternoon. It's gotta be flawless.
Understood. I'll play your Focus and Relax playlist to help calm your nerves. I've detected an accident 3 miles ahead. Severe congestion is expected. Would you like to take an alternate route?
For sure. Thanks.
Rerouting.
All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Ben from Behāv. The clip before is just a clip from the CES 2025 convention where the LG premiered their new affectionate intelligence, which I think is super cool. We're definitely on the same wavelength, and I've been working on this for 2 years now, I guess 3 with 2025 coming up now. But I want to be able to show you Behāv version 3. Shout out to Parker. I'm going to link him in the description of this video below. He's been putting that work. I really appreciate you, man. He's a true fighter, man. He's out there putting the work in. So we were able to work together, and we're releasing this, and I'm excited to show you. So looking at the videos from the LG, be able to do this comparison analysis. So anyone, if you're watching from LG or if you're from there, if you're interested, let me know at the end of the video or write down in the description that you want to be able to collaborate and work together on this. So here in Behāv version 3, we have an all new map interface, right? Customized map on Mapbox. Now, what you're able to see are different map markers. So let me get rid of the routing. I'll show you that a little bit later. So you're able to see now all the different environmental variables associated with, social determinants of health or anything like that. That's going to be found here at the bottom. So here, we're like personal. You want to be able to add a gym. You find a gym actually on the map, and then you overlay this just like you would an antibody, right? So anything else you want to be able to add, you go back here. If you want to add in transportation, let's say a bike sharing, let's say that exists there. So this is all crowdsourced data from all different types of users. So now what you can also do, outside of being able to add all these different types of environmental variables, you can add, you can also add barriers. So you see that the barriers already exist on the map right now. Here's an example of a digital divide. You find 4 quadrants, and then you create that barrier. So now let me show you what it's like to add emotions, because emotions are going to be temporal, but they're going to be landlocked to these physical architectural spaces, right? To show and be able to retain and understand what physical places are retaining certain emotions. So in this example, I'm using the main 7 affects from the affective neuroscience. So we can always update all these different markers, emotions, physical places, etc. So here what we're going to do is we're going to add, let's say like a caring affect. So let's say we had a carrying affect here, carrying affect here, and a carrying affect here. Any three or more affects within a certain amount of space is going to be able to create this cluster that you see here, right? And we're also able to see that these emotions are tied to physical places. So in these emotional hotspots, that's what we're able to see. So here, let's say for this example, I'm looking at family housing. So if I add an emotion to family housing within a certain radius, it'll be linked to that. And the more I zoom in, the better I'll be able to see it. So now when I'm zoomed in, the dynamic emotional landscape that you saw at the very top of the screen is what's going to be changing, right? So you see family housing associated with grief. Now we zoom out, we're able to see other different types. So safe walking path associated with seeking grief. Gym is grief 2, seeking 1. Family housing, grief 4, seeking 2. So this is a great way for you to be able to see what emotions are occurring in real time in these physical places that surround you, right? Especially associated with the environmental variables such as like the social determinants of health, right? So now what we're able to do is look around, and as I'm moving around the map, it's dynamically changing, right? When I zoom in and also when I zoom out. Super cool. So now let's go to routes. So let's say you want to be able to go somewhere, right? That's the biggest thing about maps. You want to be able to know where to go. So let's say I want to go to this grocery store. I want to go here. Perfect. So now it's assessed. That's how I get there. Now let's look at how we're getting there. So we're going here. We got to go through this language barrier area, and then we'll get there. All right, perfect. So now what we're able to do is we're able to use AI to assess what our environment is like, and then also assess what the route is like. So I'm going to take an image of this map, and then I'm going to put it in our AI, and I'm going to ask it to assess the space. Assess. All right. So now it's going to look at all the different variables. It's going to look at all the different emotions, and then it's going to tell us what's going on. So instead of reading it out to you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste what the results are from that analysis. Okay. So I'm going to paste that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, what does it think of the route, right? Because it's not necessarily about going from A to B the fastest. It's really about going from A to B at all. Is that good for you? Should you be going to B from A? And if so, is there a better route that decreases your emotional overhead in order to get there? So let's ask it, what do you think of the route? So it's digesting that information. Now what it's going to be able to do is it's going to be able to say positives, negatives, pro, con. It's going to go over all this analysis. So I'm going to put all those results. Also here, I'm going to edit that on the screen so you can see it. And that's super cool. So not only can you like look at these places, but you're able to like navigate through a dynamic emotional landscape for the first time ever, right? And in the LG video, if I can tell my future self to like link that back in here, that's really what they're trying to do, right? Is being able to look and see what are the affects associated with that in that shared environmental space. And for everybody to be able to crowdsource this, everyone has their own account, right? So it's linked to your own personal preferences, your own emotions, your own behaviors, your own relationships. We're moving into tons of different things right now. But right now, this is going to be the thing that's going to launch. We're launching this hopefully in a couple of weeks for everybody to be able to try. And we're going to be competing in that space for Google Maps, Apple Maps. Anyone that thinks they have the map, I'm going to tell you right now, our map's the best, hands down. I don't play around with this. This is definitely something that's Black Mirrors for the future, but it's for the good, right? So let me know in the comments. Shout out to Parker again for helping me really polish this up and get it ready for you guys. If you're interested in working together, let me know in the comments below. If you're interested in, funding it, let me know. You could definitely use that as well. So hope you guys have an awesome night. Hope you have a good New Year's. And anyone else that's out there at CES, keep dropping videos so I know what's going on because I don't really get to go. So I appreciate you guys for being able to share a lot of that information online for free for everybody. All right.